Afternoon, everybody. How you all doing? Hope you're all doing well. Causey, how are you, buddy? Welcome to the stream, mate. How's things? We're back with ETS 2. Now, we left off with $132,258. Now, ATS, if you remember, if you were watching, ready for trucking action. That's what I'd like to hear, but yes, we bought ourselves a trailer. We filled up the garage in ATS. In this one, we've got one more slot to go with the truck and employee, and then a trailer to catch up. And ATS has currently got 21,000, including all that stuff. 21,000 odd, just over. So we've got a bit of catching up to do. Now, what I've done is I have added the World of Trucks cargo to both accounts. I've also changed the seasons mod to a late autumn / fall, mild winter type thing. So what I'm also going to do because of that is we're going to go into options, we're going to go into gameplay, and then we're going to come down here until we reach to rain probability, and we're just going to up that a smidge to about, say, there. Now, I've had a sneaking suspicion they've changed how this works, because it seemed like it didn't matter where you moved it to, it constantly rained until you got to around about down here. And I seem to notice that rain doesn't happen as option, so option is often. So maybe we'll go halfway, eh? Let's try it out, see how we go. It is autumn after all. Right. So we've got to go and see where we are, what we're doing. Of course, we've got fatigue off now. We're going to go until 9 o'clock in the evening, sleep through the night so we can try and skip driving through nights, and then back on into the morning and carry on. So let's go and have a look, see where we are. Well, we're pretty good with fuel. Let me just check that the old, yeah, everything seems to work there. That's fantastic. Just making sure. I suppose we better find ourselves a job then, because it's 4 o'clock, so we've got at least 5 hours we can go with. Let's go and have a look. So, first off, I'm going to try a freight market in the location we're at, and see if we've got a RT log here somewhere. Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's see if we've got a job to RT log in Spain. Doesn't look like it. Let's go external contracts. Let's see what we've got here. Well, we know we don't have an RT log, so we're looking for a delivery to an RT log in Spain. We've got one right there, nice long one for 48 grand. So that'll be number one for those of you going to be voting on which one to take, provided we've got another one. We do have a lot more options, don't we? Maybe I should just come into here first and then well, if I know if we got an RT log and location, maybe I'll choose the freight one. Well, we only got the one there, so I could say put your vote in now, but we know what's going to be. Heavy cargo and fragile cargo. Nice. How's beverages fragile? Okay, sure, whatever. One regardless. Alright, the votes are in. It's this one here. Oh, don't give me that. We've covered this. We're fine. Now, of course, we've done a bit of a rule change as of last week, which I've got to... Oh, yeah, let's try it. Remembering we're in ATS, not farming sim.
Time to get the job done.
But yeah, a wee bit of a change As in, when we get our next garage, we will also get new brands of trucks, which I'll also be driving that brand of truck at that garage, because that's where my new home base for myself will be. It's a beautiful route, is it? Well, we're about to find out. Well, I'm about to find out. Now, I noticed there was a couple of updates for both games this week. So, I'm on the impression that the reason why the GPS is up there is not because we were in bumper view last time. I think it was because it just happens because of the update. Because I assumed that the mirrors will be there as well, so it looks like we might be doing a bumper view. Now, excuse me while I cough. I also noticed, maybe you've noticed this, Cauzy. I was watching good mate Duck Surly play ATS the other day. I don't know if it's part of this or not, but we have a bumper view. But it turns out he has a second type of bumper view. Now, I don't know if that was a mod or not. He thought he turned the mods off, but he hadn't. But it's more around where the grill is. So it's higher up, and it actually was a lot better.
Exit now.
So I'm just wondering if this has got it too, and if so, what number would it be under? Have you noticed that at all, Cauzy? Let's 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's it. No, I don't have a spare one. Yeah, it must be he must have a mod, or it's just ATS or something. I don't know. I'm currently in the process of updating all the Jazzy Cat mods too. For some reason they're coming down rather slowly, but I've got a few more to go. I was doing page by page. So hopefully next week, well tomorrow, we'll have the new updated versions of the Jazzy Cat stuff.
Get ready to turn right.
For ATS at least, and then next week hopefully with ETS. Now I noticed with ATS he's added a couple extras, including overweight traders. And I can't remember the other thing. Now he had the old BDF traffic pack and painted traffic pack, but now he's got one just called truck traffic pack. Now I don't know if that replaces one or the other. I can't remember if this has 3.
Go straight on.
I think sometimes when he updates them he forgets to add the extra bit painted or BDF depending on which one it is, because there's normally just 2. But I'll double check that, will I? I'll try and remember to double check that later on after the stream. Now, the other thing I wanted to try too is I just wanted to change a setting. Oh, I know what I've done. I do have to change the setting. I've forgotten to do something with my Logitech G Hub. So once we get here, I'll quickly chop out and hopefully sort that out rather quickly. I suppose the good news after this delivery, we can finally get ourselves a new truck. Hopefully find a recruitment agency, but I'm pretty sure the location we're going to, we've been there before. Come on, lights. Time's a ticking. Tickety-tock. Tickety-tock, we're on the clock. Come on. Now, of course, with that new rule that we've been implemented, which I was actually going to add to my little list of rules that I've got there, and totally forgot about it.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Brands will be put up to a vote for the chat to decide, which we'll be going to.
Exit now.
There'll be one condition with ETS, and I think it's
Finally.
probably a good idea because I think ETS has got one more truck brand than ATS does, so there will be no to Renault. If anyone types in Renault, it'll be an instant no. Now, I like how this in the World of Trucks thing, I don't have to stop and click on the green icon. I can just come straight in here and get it up and running. I wish they would do that if you select the job from the menu, that same thing sort of happens. Let me just change this to none there. Very good. And let's change the profile to, I'll do it with ETS first because I want to make sure this will work. Go over, click on that and turn that off. Then what I'm doing is I'm turning off the centering spin and non-force feedback games. Because of the way it sort of works at the moment. I'm hoping that's better. That it'll make a difference. Maybe. I've driven a DAF. I don't know which one it is. I probably shouldn't start in this gear because I said a heavy truck and oh, that's very light, that force feedback. And it's not centering as well.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
It's doing the same sort of thing when I had it selected. The steering's getting harder the faster I go.
Exit now.
I'll just see how I go. I might have to jump into the old settings and have a wee look at everything, but it's... yeah, it's getting heavier and it's coming back a bit. I mean, I don't drive a truck, but I'm going with cars. I assume that the steering would actually would be quite heavy. Oh, well, a lot more heavier than well, pretty much like it is now. I think, oh no, that's gone really heavy. We'll see if we get on anyway, but you know, it's just, I don't understand why the steering wheel's so light when you're stationary or going at very low speed and then suddenly it gets heavy. Oh, okay, I haven't seen that. Well, maybe that's an option. Just keep that in mind when we do the voting for the next one, and I might have a look at that. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to need to, once we get the new garage, we're going to need to save up to about $200,000 so I can get myself a brand new truck. So what will happen is, hello, is I'll probably be driving around with the Mercedes for a while until we hit that 2,000, even though I'll be based at the new location. And that'll be the same with the ATS, I imagine. Not that it'll take that long, because we seem to be making cash like it's falling out of the sky. We just got a big vacuum cleaner on the front of our truck. The ATS just sucking up the money off the road.
Get ready to turn right.
So I need to focus and concentrate, right? I need to get this
Turn right.
ATS back into the running at least. You can wait. Oh, I was in wrong gear. That's one way to slow the traffic down, isn't it? Get into gear. Oh, just... What am I doing? I say I've got to start concentrating. What I'm doing is I'm putting everything into wrong gears now. Alright, let's go bumper view. I'm guessing no one's going to go around completely. I think we're pretty safe here.
Exit now.
It's a nice part of France, I have to say. I like the look of this. I know this city well. Not in this game, only because I played a game called Total War Medieval 2, which I conquered this place, Marcelo, whatever it is, quite a few times. Made a lot of money off selling grapes for wine and stuff. Oh, busy looking at chat. Are you back? I don't know what happened there. I'm only putting that down to the constant DDoS attacks that this country's currently been hit with. It just lost connection. We're back up and running. So yeah, there we go. We're back on. Beautiful. Hopefully you missed my crash. Mind you, I was looking at chat. So yeah, I take it you're both... G'day Mike, how are you buddy, by the way? You're both here, you're both back and everything like that. So I'm guessing that was it was either a bit of a Twitch API issue or like I said, we're having the... this country's having consistent DDoS attacks at the moment. I don't know why. Of course it came back just in time for the crash. Yeah, I noticed Ryder was so I didn't actually take notice what he was doing, but I saw he went live, Mike. Yeah, well, what I crashed into a car because I was looking at chat to see what was going on and looking at the whether we're getting connected or not. I tried reconnecting, didn't have much luck, and then tried again, so fortunately we're still in the same... no, this one? Yeah. Still in the same stream, no new links, no hello, we've restarted again. So that's good. So hopefully, that's the only issue we have in the stream, but you know what it's been like for me this year so far. I was actually, when we started, I thought to myself, oh, I hope we have at least one nice error-free, problem-free stream. I thought too soon, clearly. I can't tell if the lights are on or not. There we go. Before I get a ticket. Oh, no. Yeah, quick, get in front of me. There you go, good lad. I've got to keep an eye on the time, it's 5. So we're looking at 9 o'clock to go for a sleep. This is a fragile cargo and heavy cargo in it, so time shouldn't be an issue, it's not an urgent delivery. So having a sleep shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, well that's one of the good things about Discord, meeting new people. And that was what I had in mind when I set Frith's Discord up, you know. Is to try and make it a nice, friendly, comfortable place and environment, and everyone to try and get to know each other and get involved and stuff like that. It's a bit quiet these days, but that's the nature of it, isn't it? And including myself, not been there as often as I used to. I mentally don't have the energy to do it. Doing my streams and my editing and everything else at the moment, and struggling to sleep. But it's good to know. And I've certainly enjoyed being on Frith's Discord. Being there to be able to meet a lot of people and help a lot of people going through tough times, it's been absolutely fantastic. It's a shame I don't put the same effort into my own Discord at the moment, especially with setting it up. I've got to do that, I've got to really set up my Discord and everything else like that. It's only partly finished, and of course there's being a small channel, there's not many people on it, so I really don't have the urgency with it. When I knew when I was doing Frith's, he had about 90,000 subscribers on YouTube at the time, between 80 and 90 I think, so I knew there was going to be a fair few jumping onto that once it got up and running. Look at that sunset. That is just gorgeous. Oh, I got a funny feeling. No, I don't think it should be, but it seems like I'm struggling to get past 90 kilometres an hour, which... Yeah, so would I, mate. So would I, Mike. If there's any person I've ever met who deserves it, it's certainly old Frith. Not only does he enjoyable content, he's just an absolute legend of a guy. Giving all his time to his family. As we both know, I mean, with his wife Sen with her multiple sclerosis and his son with autism. Yeah, yeah. Well, the problem, yeah. I mean, they got the YouTube purge as well. They come along, get rid of people that haven't watched them for a while. It gets up and down, up and down. I mean, 100,000k is a big goal in itself, an achievement in itself. And what do we? Oh, plenty of time. Look at this redness around the place. Someone go and ring up Daryl. I think the Walking Dead are on their way. Yeah, so hopefully. Yeah, it's not going past. For some reason, we're not going past 90k. Track of offences on. Hang on, some of these have changed. Automatic parking dialogue. Random parking. Navigational mode, best. Invert mouse, detours, random road events. What am I looking for exactly? The limiter. Oh, I just realised why. I've just realised why I can't hit past 90k. And that's because I'm doing a World of Trucks delivery and you can't go over 90k. They've got the speed limiter on it.
Keep left.
Yeah, some of them ridiculous. There's always niches, you know. There's people like Squirrel, who's, you know, he made his mark with ETS too, but he sticks around the same similar games, occasionally branch out, but the thing is people like that, like him, have a steady flow of people that enjoy those games as well, so most of his community have stuck around with him because of that reason, and he does enough to make a living out of it. So I mean, it's probably nice to have all that amount of people, but I mean, I'd rather have people who enjoy the same games and people who stick around because they enjoy playing the games and they enjoy listening to me for some reason. And people just coming in and out all the time because you're just playing a game that they like, and then they go because you're not. I think it should be more about the community than what you're doing and what you're playing. Place to get there. Of course, you got to have some enjoyment of what you're watching and stuff like that. But I mean, like for Frith, I don't care what Frith plays. It's his personality that I enjoy the most. Oh, really? Well, all good. I mean, if they're able to provide entertainment, you know, and give people a bit of enjoyment and happiness, then they deserve it. We're looking at 8 o'clock, so I've got to look out for a spot to park. This is a bit of a heavy load, isn't it? Evening copper. Where's the copper chopper? So we've got another 15 hours to get there. So I haven't seen any updates myself personally on the 2 new maps that will be coming out soon. Of course we've got Texas, which I think will be a little while down the track. In fact, there's also Russia for ETS too. But saying that I haven't seen anything, mainly my idea of seeing anything is going into my wish list and see, because they're both on that, and seeing if they've added a coming soon to it, because at the moment it's TBA. And then yeah, let's pop in here and have a sleep, eh? It's 8:30, it's close enough. And then it changes to coming soon, and then a couple of weeks out they give the date out.
Go straight on.
So they're both still on TBA as I've looked at them last night, I think it was. Why would you want to do that? Let's replace the tractor with a Prius. Alright, you're gonna let me... You are. Mind you. We did... I suppose we could actually. Just to make it easier myself, we'll just change views every time we just do a delivery or have a sleep, no matter how long we'll be going in it. It'll even out, I'm sure it will. Alright, let's turn the lights off. Let's turn the engine off. Let's turn our brain off. Which is rather easy for me to do. Just switching it back on is where I have difficulty. Oh, my drivers are making money. Let's get heading on. Oh, Murphy, I keep forgetting you're here with us. You're so quiet. Thing is, if I get a new truck, do I bring Murphy with me, or so I got other passenger options with the mod? Yeah, well, it's probably a safe bet not switching your brain on, because you start thinking and then people ask you questions, you start getting them right, then they start expecting that to happen all the time, then they ask you for advice and it works out and they come to you all the time, and you don't switch it on, they leave you alone. Oh, this is fun, driving in the night time. What is the time actually? No, it's up there, isn't it? So it's 6 o'clock almost. So we've got a little bit of driving during the night going on, but it's all good. Well, morning really, early morning.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
I'm not sure if I can actually. I'll see if there's an option for that. I do have options. There are different lady options I can have as a passenger. There's also C3PO for some reason. Darth Vader, I think, as well.